This video is closed captioned. Welcome back to our channel. Greece is a beautiful country with a rich history that spans much of human history. But today, we're not here to talk about that. We want to get into Greece's weird, lesser-known facts and customs that you are likely unaware of. This fascinating country has more to offer than just sun and sand. Its unique history, geology, and customs make it one of the most interesting places to visit in all of Europe. So, if you're curious to learn more, stick around for today's video. Number 10. More than 3/4 of the country is mountainous. When you picture Greece, we're guessing you imagine the blue-domed buildings of Santorini, with the Mediterranean Sea dominating the landscape. But that's not what most of Greece looks like. A whopping 80% of Greece is covered by mountains, making it one of the most mountainous countries in Europe. And yet, no point in Greece is more than 85 miles away from the ocean. This is due in part to the enormous coastline, which spans nearly 10,000 miles. Two fascinating facts in one to kick off our list. Number 9. You will find some social cues counterintuitive. If you see your friend across the street, how would you get their attention? You'd wave, right? Well, make sure that's not how you approach the situation when you're in Greece. The most common form of hand-waving globally is with your palm facing out. But in Greece, they'll wave with their palms facing them or to the side. If you are on the receiving end of a waving palm and their palm is facing you, you've just been flipped off. Your safest bet is to follow the lead of the person you're greeting and go for the local custom, a kiss on each cheek. Another strange occurrence that might surprise you is spitting. It's not uncommon to see grandmothers spit on their grandchildren. It's a deep-rooted belief and tradition that dates back millennia. Spitting on someone is supposed to cleanse the person of the evil eye, evil energies, and spirits. There may or may not be real spit involved, so just be prepared if anyone gets overly concerned about the evil spirits you may be battling. Most Greeks wear a gold chain with an eye necklace to protect themselves from that negative energy. Number 8. Greece has plenty of performance arts. When thinking of the world's most significant stages, you probably think of England's Globe Theatre, home of Shakespeare, or perhaps New York's Broadway, where hit musicals are born. But Athens, the capital of Greece, gets the prize for having the most theatrical stages of any city in the world. Athens boasts 140 theatrical stages, beating out Broadway and London. It makes sense that Athens has a lot of theater. Sophocles famously penned Oedipus the King, one of the first examples of theater and acting. It also follows that dance is popular in Greece. There are more than 4,000 traditional dances that have official recognition. They have history and inspiration from all over the country, and each dance serves a different purpose or tells a unique story. The Greeks love to dance, so get ready to throw on your dancing shoes when you're there. Number 7. Olives are kind of a big deal. Greece and olives have been synonymous since the Neolithic Age, which dates as far back as 8000 BC, and ancient Greeks felt olives must have had divine origins. Sophocles famously described the olive trees as the tree that feeds children. Extending an olive branch symbolizes peace and respect in these ancient times, and the volcanic rock of the Santorini region has preserved samples of ancient olive trees from thousands of years ago. And some trees today were known to have been planted in the 1200s and still produce viable fruit. So, saying that olives are deeply rooted in Greek culture would be an understatement. Greece is the world's third largest producer of olive oil, after Spain and Italy. Greece has the highest number of olive varieties compared to any other country. If you enjoy our videos, join us on our journey worldwide by subscribing to our channel. Please click the bell icon to get notified when we publish a new travel video. Number 6. The Greek islands are largely uninhabited. Crete is the largest and most densely populated island in Greece. It's the 88th largest island in the world and holds a population of more than 630,000. It covers an area of nearly 3,200 square miles and is large enough to be self-sustaining, meaning you won't find excessive price hikes typically associated with island living. But there are more than 5,000 islets and islands within the Mediterranean Sea, and of these, only 170 can claim inhabitants. And with islands being so prevalent in Greece, it's no wonder some islands like Mykonos have claimed pelicans as their mascot. Sun kisses the island about 85% of the year, making it an ideal location for year-round weather and unforgettable vacations. Number 5. You get 2 major personal celebrations each year. Not only does Greece celebrate the day of someone's birth, like most countries and cultures, but they like to throw an extra holiday into the mix. Name days are often more popular than birthdays, at least in Greece. These holidays are religious celebrations common in Christian European communities, but Greeks take it to a whole other level. Your name day is determined by the saint you were named for. Nearly 90% of Greeks identify as Greek Orthodox Christians, meaning a considerable number of citizens are baptized into the Greek church in their youth and share the name of a saint. So on the day, the saint you are named after is called back to heaven. You get to have a huge celebration. Saints' death or return to heaven is far more anticipated for these communities, as it represents going back to God. Birth, on the other hand, represents the fall from heaven, so you're less likely to roll out the red carpet on birthdays. Some older generations might not even know the exact birth date of their children since it was a less critical milestone. Birth records help keep track today, even if it isn't always celebrated. Number 4. Specific footwear is prohibited. We're used to the adage, no shirt, no shoes, no service, but Greece has adopted to its own twist on the rules. They'd probably prefer you skip the shoes or at least tie heels when visiting certain areas of Greece. Greece has the most archaeological sites of any country in the world, so it makes sense that officials would be worried about the ways in which constant human visitation can damage the historical artifacts. The result is a rule of no high heels when touring these ancient places. Number 3. Concepts born in Greece are old. The United States might be considered one of the most remarkable experiments in democracy, but the idea certainly didn't start with the Founding Fathers. Rooted in the Greek language, demos means people, and kratos means to rule, landing on the work demos kratos. And the Greek language is one of the oldest around that'll still be in regular use. The Rosetta Stone, a massive block of stone with the same text carved in 3 ancient languages, provided the key to translating ancient texts. It's also the only language used today, as Egyptian hieroglyphics and Demotic script are considered dead languages. Even Latin, which is still used for scientific names and other applications, is not widely spoken or understood the way Greek is. You probably know at least a few letters in the Greek alphabet, as letters like alpha, omega, beta, kappa, lambda, and more work their way into colloquial language, sorority and fraternity houses, call signs, and more. Number 2. Greece kicked off the Olympics. Today's Olympics highlight modern sports, feats of strength, and incredible athleticism, but the original games, as the name suggests, honored the Greek god Zeus, who lived high on Mount Olympus. Representatives from ancient city-states would gather for the games like wrestling, chariot racing, track and field, and more. The games actually got quite bloody for a while, and crazier still, the classic Olympic Games were conducted while naked. It makes you thankful for some of these sports' protective gear supplied today. Imagine climbing or fencing naked. Number 1. A Greek island may have inspired the Mediterranean diet trend. One of Greece's islands, Ikaria, is one of only 5 blue zones worldwide. What is a blue zone, you ask? It's an area where people tend to live longer lives than the rest of the world. Reaching the age of 100 and still feeling relatively vibrant and healthy is not unheard of in blue zones. The history of this island hasn't always been one of longevity. It's been invaded by Persians, Romans, and Turks, but it's also resulted in an isolated community that is almost entirely free of ailments like dementia and some other chronic diseases that plague Western countries. Diet and lifestyle are thought to be the main contributors, and the inhabitants of Ikaria certainly stick to a classic Mediterranean diet, but they are no strangers to a dynamic lifestyle. They enjoy late-night games and red wine and let life lead them rather than a clock. That does it for today's list. How many of these strange facts were news to you? Are there any fascinating factoids about Greece that you'd like to share with the rest of us? Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button to let us know. And if you'd like more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell to enable notifications as you never miss an upload to the channel. Until next time.